should be fine.
I moved in on it. I wasn't giving it up after this time. My chair.
I'm gonna buy a gold thread on Amazon, and I'm going to stitch his name into that chair. It's my new goal.
Get an iron on.
Yeah, but see, somebody will pick that off. On the poster in the back, somebody wrote Judge Jaime Holt. We get all kinds of people up here, so you can't trust them. It's gonna be permanent. It's still there. You can go, I swear it's true.
And I said, down there, I said, well, they gave me the hint to get off the wood. No, that's the.
I like the book.
I think it's got what, like this chip hole, right? You can find it. But you can.
Well, John, no, John's got it, yeah.
You just got reappointed?
Like 5 million, 3 months every year.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just gonna ask somebody, when does my term expire?
I think it's this year, I'm not
Tomorrow.
sure.
Tomorrow. This is it for us. I didn't even bring a cake.
You might be able to see.
I could look it up, yeah.
It's on the website.
I'll check.
All right, are we,
You know the answer to that right there?
It's on the website.
It's on the website.
I'm gonna get you an iPhone.
Planning board?
He has one.
Oh, well, I'm gonna
John
teach you how to
Horn.
use your iPhone.
December,
problem.
this month, this year. Expires December 2022.
John, it is John?
Yeah, yeah.
I got a list
3 or
of
4
them.
times from this far.
You keep saying this, and I keep saying you just gotta look up, and then you go round and round.
Just John
That's
this
what
year. You're next year.
For too long.
Next year.
You're next year.
Yeah.
The past 2 years were, you know.
And then
lost
Joanne.
all of us.
Yeah.
And then those are yours here.
Oh, thank you.
70, 65, and 57 birds. Yeah, it's fantastic. No septic approvals though. 2 days, I swear.
Grace, were you set?
Yeah, we're good.
Helen,
Sorry.
are you all set? All right, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll begin the workshop. Everyone will rise for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What do we have on our?
They called me first, so David already, you guys. Want to
page?
start us off tonight?
Sure.
But you like them.
Take a share.
And the other thing that I brought, I didn't make copies of this, but it's available. This is, our septic system, which was.
Could I have a copy, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. This is the map of the septic system that we had put in 2013, just so that it's there, because there were questions in the application. Okay. So, I wrote you all a little letter in the front. We bought a house in Chichester in '92. There was a garage on the property. It had plumbing, electric, and a wood stove. And in 2012, we came up to talk with the building inspector at the time, who told us that if we wanted to turn it into like a cottage without a kitchen, and if we were spending less than $10,000, that we were okay with that. And so I spoke with Grace, and Grace looked up the records and said that she didn't see anything documented. And the reason that this is coming up is because we have a small Airbnb in there for the last 6 years. And we never changed the footprint. We just, it's, you know, a one-room studio cottage with a bathroom, and we changed out the wood stove for a heater. But we've applied for our license, and we have a conditional, but in speaking with Grace, we need to talk with you because it's a cottage and not a garage, and we were misled, I guess, into thinking that it was okay for us to do this, and it's not documented. I suggested getting in touch with the old inspector and trying to get some information, but I don't know if that's a possibility or not, as to why this was not documented.
I would not know how to get a hold of Richie, and I wouldn't know how to get a hold of Richie, usually, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm curious about what we're gonna do about people in town that, we're told something and then it's not documented, and here we are. And so, we're here because the Airbnb situation has brought this up.
Are you talking about Richie Stokes?
I didn't even know who it was, I just know that we came up in 2012, and we were told less than $10,000, if you don't have a kitchen, the state and I did everything ourselves, and just created a one-room sleeping space there.
Based on the time, it had to have been Richie or Al. Al's passed, so I can't ask him.
Al Fredende?
Al Fredende, yeah. So it must, I'm almost positive.
So what is
it's
the
Richie
problem?
Stokes.
Yeah, I'm not getting what the problem is.
The problem is she needs, the STR law requires that if, well, our general zoning code requires that if a habitable structure was made post 1976, it requires a certificate of occupancy. She can't have one, I can't allow a permit for a guest cottage without your permission. So I think the only way to remedy this is for her to obtain a certificate of occupancy from the building inspector by submitting a permit to convert, even though I know she's already done it. But I can't sign off on that, because I can't arbitrarily give permission for a guest cottage to be constructed on a lot without this board's approvals.
Our house doesn't have a certificate of occupancy,
But it predates our code,
well, so does the cottage.
not since it was converted.
I see,
It's the use change.
I see.
At the end of the day, it is a use issue. And even if somebody verbally said that they were allowing that use, even if Richie did say that, I don't know how he could have given you permission to do that without permission from this planning board. It's not, I don't understand.
I don't know how to answer that.
No.
That's.
So, is the question, they don't have a CO?
Right.
They need, the only way I can think to remedy this is that the issuance of a special use permit for a guest cottage so that they can get a permit and they can close that permit with a certificate of occupancy. And then their short-term rental license is complete. And
Okay.
it no longer
So you
becomes an
came in
issue.
for a short-term rental license, and it turned up that you don't have a CO,
That's it.
and Grace can't find the permit that gave you the permission to do it.
So they have a garage. This is the order of operations. They have a garage that they wanna get a special permit turned into a guest cottage, so then it can kick down the chain.
Yeah,
So
they
they
just
just,
move
they,
straight
and they've
on.
got an application here.
So, I'm familiar with the site. And a guest cottage is permitted. So, it sounds to me like all we're asking for right now is an inspection for a CO.
I don't know how we can give, I can't say that it's a legal use without this board's approval. I can't.
It's special permit, it's not permitted, it's
Right.
special.
It's not a permitted use, it's a
They
special.
just, they just have to, they just gotta go through this process.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have guest cottage here in accessory building on the same lot in principal residential dwelling used either for occupancy for short-term guests or owners or tenants of the principal dwelling for the occupancy of their domestic employees, provided that such a building shall contain no kitchen. You do not have a kitchen,
No, it has a sink and a microwave.
okay, with no kitchen, and shall meet the applicable setbacks and lot coverage requirements. It's in the middle of your property of this chapter requires related to the provisions of suitable water and sewage disposal.
Right.
So,
to our house, the water. Septic is tied into the brand new,
And
well,
you brought this up.
brand new, it's 9
Yeah.
years old. So, you know, it operates 9 months of the year because we're worried about freezing pipes
And it's,
but it's really important to us too, so this has been,
and this, it says it's on your own occupied, and then you don't rent it when you're not there. Did I read that?
we don't rent it when we're not there.
Yeah, so, well,
So the question is, what do we need to do next?
I mean, I think they're here, I mean, I'm fine with what they've given us.
yeah, I am, too. I
You
mean,
guys, they just have to come back to a regular meeting,
yes,
and we will schedule a public
Public
hearing,
hearing.
which would be the following month. So our next regular meeting is the second Wednesday, of October. And then at that date, we would schedule a public hearing for the following month, for November, and then we could move to approve after the public hearing.
In November.
So
Okay.
you're,
And,
you know,
we're concerned about our neighbors. We had some neighbors that are not happy with our having an Airbnb. They haven't made any complaints.
No.
So far.
No.
And, you know, our Airbnb, we're always there and it's quiet, but people don't necessarily like having
They-
cars.
they will be notified about the
Right.
public
I
hearing.
understand.
and
Right.
they'll probably come
I
to the
know.
meeting and we're gonna hear
And
both sides.
complain.
Right, but it's allowable, an allowable, now it is, so.
He's been doing the inspections on these Airbnbs.
We have a new Peter McGirt. We have a new inspector. He's been handling all the STR inspections.
So, would you suggest that they make an appointment with him?
It can't even get to the point where building comes in until I sign off on it. And I can't, until they get the CO.
Right, yeah, I'm saying, after we do this.
Yeah, he'll contact them. Once I sign off on it, he reaches out to the applicants and he makes an
I'm
appointment.
unfamiliar with the process.
Because it's brand new.
It is, it's brand new.
Everyone's learning.
Plus, we need to get the CFO.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a C of O for the cottage, but we're not gonna have a C of O for our house in
No.
the end.
And you don't need one.
And you don't need one, yeah.
No. Even outside of the STR license, you simply don't require one.
What's that?
Even outside of the, regardless of
Okay,
that, it's
okay.
because the house predates and you've not done any significant structural work that require a permit that would be closed with the CO.
If you wanted to sell it at a later date, you would get a certificate of occupancy,
Yeah,
Okay,
which clears it.
okay.
Now, at some point, Howie had said something about a certificate of compliance.
That's what I just said,
yeah,
that's what I just said.
Okay.
If you wanted to pursue a sale or something, you're gonna have something
To have
here
something, right?
that
Right.
says you can live in it.
right, you have to
That's a
have that.
certificate of compliance.
Or jump that road and get there.
Right,
So we will come the second
second Wednesday of October.
Wednesday of October, so we're slated on the list for
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah.
And can I take do you need this?
No,
Do you
no.
need this back?
Take that back, bring it back again when you come.
Okay. And you don't need anything else?
No.
No,
This is good.
Awesome.
Can I raise,
Yeah.
do they have a provisional license now?
They have a provisional short-term rental.
And when is
That
that?
doesn't expire until mid-January. We have time.
it'll be in time, yeah, it'll be in time.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Bye.
Slide down forest. Slide down forest.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ralph Combe, the owner of Slide Mountain Forest House. I see they had, some nice paperwork for you, but I don't have anything like that. The reason I'm here is a few years ago, Slide Mountain Forest House purchased a family's residence that's adjacent to Slide Mountain Forest House, and I'm looking for a change of classification from its residential classification to match up with the inn and lodge classification of the Slide Mountain Forest House. The reason for purchasing it was to add it to that business.
It
May
will-
I? I'm sorry. Is it okay?
What?
Yeah, may I?
Go ahead.
The Slide Mountain Forest House, is the did you get approvals from the board for that, or was that a pre-existing?
That's
commercial use?
pre-existing,
Yeah,
but
it's
100 years.
Yeah.
almost, we're getting there.
Almost, I know. It will be used the same as the inn,
Yeah,
as,
yes.
it's not gonna be an Airbnb.
Right.
Okay.
So you wanna take this piece of property, Ralph, that you purchased with a house on it, and you wanna put it with the business?
Yes,
And is a property line between the two of them?
yes.
I think it
Might
needs to
have
be
to-
on the same lot.
Yeah, it should be on the
but
same lot.
Yeah, so we'll have one line adjustment.
You're gonna get a lot line adjustment, so
Yeah.
it makes it one piece
we
of
de-
property.
Yeah, we delete the lot line between them, make it one piece of property.
It's right next door?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's not too much of an expansion on the pre-existing use,
No,
so you'd be
Not at all.
fine on that front.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem.
You're allowed to expand no more than 50%, so. These lots here.
So
They're right next to each
if that's a solution that works for you, then talk to Grace, she'll give you an application for lot line adjustment, and the most complicated part is needing a survey.
okay, it needs to be surveyed out, all right.
And what they're doing is they're just taking that line out of the way, Ralph,
Mm-hmm.
and they're making it one lot.
One lot, okay.
Before
Which
you
is what
do
you-
that, before you do that, is the Slide Mountain Forest House commercial? Is it zoned commercial?
No, it's not.
But it has
zoned.
pre-existing commercial
Okay.
use.
Yeah,
Because that other property is residential.
all right,
Then you have to go to the zoning board.
yeah.
You may have a problem with spot zoning with the county.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be, 'cause
It was-
Good point, but it's not.
Yeah,
I don't,
that's the best solution.
Yeah.
yeah.
I also can't think of another solution,
No.
so.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's good?
Contact a surveyor, Ralph,
Yeah,
have him come up, take that line, give you a little map to bring to us. Come on back.
Yeah,
okay. Very good, thank you.
you're welcome.
Have a good evening, everyone.
You
Thank
too.
you. You too.
All right, what else you got?
Olivia mentioned that somebody might be coming from Graham Co., but I don't see anybody.
From Ramapo?
Graham and Company?
Graham and
Oh,
On
Graham.
214.
Yes.
That means if
Yeah, I
we
spoke to
move
them
fast.
yesterday.
Go,
They
go,
will find
go.
us.
I have one to slow us down, aren't we excited? Does anybody on this board have any recollection of First Spanish Baptist Church on 28 and Big Indian coming to this board for site plan approval to build a 60 by 100
For
foot
that big building?
gymnasium?
Yes,
The one that when I was doing the Shandaken, everyone asked if
Yeah,
that was what I
they
was
did.
doing.
Did they get approvals from this board? Because I
They did.
can't find them.
it was, what's her name?
Sarah?
Mm-mm. I would remember.
I have her name, I think, in my phone. She was the building inspector, and
Gina?
Gina,
Gina Riley.
yeah.
I know, I dig, is what
I
you're telling me.
questioned her too on that.
So
And
that,
they just kept renewing their permit because they didn't have the money to finish.
but they got
it.
a special use, a site plan review,
Yes,
and
They
then
look
she issued, I can't
That's
find
why I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Anywhere.
Wow.
they can't
it.
find
I
it.
can't
Go
find
back.
anything.
There's a lot of stuff up there that can't be found, I know. No, but I remember that, because I questioned her on that. You know, what's going on there? You
Yeah.
know, and
It's
she said-
huge.
Yeah, I know it's huge,
It's huge.
yeah, but she said that, you know, they didn't have all the money at the time. And when they did get the money, they
That was
were
for the
building.
when I first started working here, which was 10 years ago, they were doing those big additions on the church. This is after that.
Yes.
It went up in like 2016, and Gina wouldn't have been here.
No, but they
Would've
had
been-
already gotten that approval before.
He certainly didn't have a building permit. I have to dig.
I don't
Well,
even know.
the idea is that now they're applying for a permit to insulate the building
Oh.
and do more, but we can't find the original.
Original,
Yeah, he just brought it in yesterday, paperwork for a permit.
I don't know what to tell you about where the paper.
No, but if you remember, that's
I do
good.
remember that,
I can pull minutes
yeah,
from when Gina was here, so that was what, 2011, 2010?
or before, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Can
think
look at
we-
minutes.
I think we have to tell these applicants when they come here to keep a copy of this
Yeah.
paperwork,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
is it true we're digitizing something or starting to
Yeah.
work on that?
Mhm.
They're gonna need it, you know?
It would be on a DVD somewhere,
yeah, somewhere.
if you can figure out the,
Unless she just gave them a building permit without them coming to us.
Which if that's the
Which she could
case,
do.
Could she?
Sure,
It happened.
it's happened.
Not that there's, it's not supposed to happen, but it's happened.
Okay, because I wouldn't have thought that we could just give a permit for a
No,
6,000
I've had Howie
square
say
foot.
to me, they didn't have to
building.
come to you, I gave them the building permit. I remember him saying that to me, I
Yeah,
thought
I
like,
Anything
okay,
but a single family,
right.
Yeah.
that's the problem.
And that was like 7 building inspectors ago.
At least.
At least,
I
yeah.
was just trying to
The
count.
door.
Yeah.
Oh, Gina to Al. No.
There's somebody in between there.
Yes.
Glenn
there
Miller was a building inspector
Hey.
at one point.
Don't talk about the building inspectors that used to be there. There was some good ones.
They were all fantastic.
We're just talking
I
about,
don't care what he was, even the zoning enforcement
we're
officer.
just saying their name, we're not passing judgment.
I didn't know that. I just know he was zoning
That's
enforcement.
all I
I
got.
had said in there for.
Oh, yeah, Tom Burke left. Tom Burke was another one.
That was before Gina.
Before Gina.
That was before Gina.
Yeah.
Tom Burke's the one that signed all the COs for like decks and stuff. It drives me nutty.
He was good.
Be like a 10x14 detached deck
He
certificate of
came
occupancy.
at a time when we couldn't even hire anybody, we couldn't get anybody.
No, I know.
No,
He was out of county.
How we got Tom Bird was Wayne Gutman was supervisor, and he opted out of the building code. And they went to the county, and they said to the county, you have to take over. If the town opts out, the county has to take over. And the county said, what are you, crazy? We don't want this. And then the state turns around and says, if you deny it, if the county denies it, then we get to inspect the county buildings, the state.
Ah.
And when they said that, they
Oh,
said,
they
"Well,"
didn't want that.
they said, we'll come up here.
We'll help.
I bet they wouldn't anymore.
Yeah. No, that was a whole.
Whole thing.
Okay.
I think that's
Good.
all I got.
That didn't slow us down at all.
No,
Boy, it started off pretty fast.
I have a very good memory, that's why I remember that. That's
I
why
appreciate your
that
memory.
thing on the Mountain View, it's been bothering me since I heard it, because I drove
I've gotten
up
3
it.
complaints in the past 3 weeks because apparently they're doing something in that gymnasium at like 6 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
And the sound goes right across the creek, over to
Oh.
Creekside Drive and wakes
And there's
everybody
a
up.
house right there, yeah. yeah.
That new house.
Yeah, new house.
Yeah.
One other thing too is they did pay, we have a canceled check. We
Yeah.
don't have the permit, but it will give us the date.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. I'll pull
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So at least know they applied for something. If
They
get
did
the
apply
money.
for something, so, somewhere.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Pull out that Mountain View, I don't know what the new name is for that place.
Eastwind.
Was it Eastwind? And, I gotta
You're
find it.
talking about McKinley Hollow.
Yeah, I know I gotta read it from here.
We'll find the site plan.
And, yeah, I'd like to see their original, what they submitted to us. But they had a map with all, and I remember those little A-frames being all around the edge by the road, not on the side road.
I thought they
That's
were
what I
scattered.
remember.
I thought they were scattered everywhere in the site.
Well, they might have been, but those that are on the roadside are too big now. They're bigger than I ever imagined they would be. They
Well,
got,
those are different. Those are
I
the
can see
cabins.
mattresses on the second floor in the
Yeah,
windows.
there's lofts up there.
There's lofts in them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just take a look, maybe
There
I'm
might be
wrong.
bathrooms in them too, now that I'm thinking
In the cabins, there are
Well, I
bathrooms.
see they got air conditioning and heating in
Yeah, there
units.
are definitely bathrooms in
Because
them.
the A-frame thingies have those separate bathrooms, but the cabins don't. So
Right.
they-
Yeah, they have a bathroom and, like you said, a little loft.
Yeah, there's a loft in it, and it has one of those heat and cooling units
Like,
in the
yeah,
wall.
a mini split.
Yeah, a split unit. So it's bothering me ever since Bob drove me up there, I'm like, this is not right. You know, because it's not even nice to look at, the way it is.
I know I had the site plans in my hands when we went for the first inspection when Sarah was still here, and I don't remember noticing any big differences, but I wasn't the zoning enforcement officer, so I probably wasn't.
I remember asking, and she said that's what it looked like.
Did she?
Yeah.
But
I'll pull it tomorrow.
No. I could be wrong. I'll admit it. Maybe.
No.
You know, it's good to be sure because some of the community is really upset about the way it looks.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm upset myself looking at it. That's not what I envisioned at all. So,
But if we could say, well, that's the way the plan was, that's
So
one
you
thing,
got
but
an
if
email
it's
from my
not,
dentist too, which I
then
forwarded to myself,
maybe
so I'll
there's
deal with him and
something
I'll
yeah,
we could
and
do,
like
I don't know.
The stairway, you have to walk around from inside, around the building to get the stairs in the back of the building,
This one
and
I
then it goes
forwarded
up
to
like on
myself,
a,
so you don't have
a little deck and goes around to the
You're
front.
talking about the
Yeah.
cabin?
Yeah.
Now, what,
There were no stairs when I was there.
I
what
saw
project
stairs.
are we talking about here? The
McKinley Hill.
McKinley Hollow,
It's like
the
a-
mountain,
it's
where
like a
the old
little cabin
mountain view
development.
was.
Former
I don't know.
Catskill.
They're very modern.
Remember they were glamping, they were going to have glamping platforms and
791.
nature walks.
It was
everybody.
the lot was a real mess when I was there.
It was, yeah, it
How is
was.
it now? Is it cleaned up?
This is not the
No.
old Indian
I mean, it was
restaurant.
muddy.
Yes,
Yes.
the old
Okay.
Indian restaurant.
It
I
was very
forget.
muddy.
Oh, I don't know about muddy, I didn't go in there.
Oh, God.
I mean, it was,
You
you
could see.
didn't have to go in, yeah.
No.
All right, if there's nothing else?
Here's an email here from a guy that wants to build 13 cabins on 214.
Yes.
You have the same name.
But we'll deal with that in October.
Oh,
Stop, we're on 214.
Listen, I think you
Right.
know.
Now, I just
13
wanna,
cabins at the old Catskill Lodge. I don't even know what that is.
the old Catskill Lodge,
I don't even know what that
on
is.
214?
Right on 214,
Yeah,
it's a little unusual.
What's this?
I think there's some cabins there already, but he wants to put like 13 more or something like that.
I quit.
Okay.
Is this right on the corner of Silver Hollow?
791 Route 214,
I
so.
don't know where that is.
No, I don't either.
It's up
909 is at the end.
Did you see him at the property?
No, we talked on the phone today.
909 is the end of Ulster County.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's up away.
Is this Declan's cabin that you're talking about?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, John,
and they-
you're a genius.
That's the only thing, I mean, I drive by them every day.
They cleared that whole lot.
Genius.
They're doing a bunch of work right next to it.
Oh, really?
Declan doesn't own those. Those are still in the Frawley's name.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he,
Before I forget, Olivia, October, you have to put an ad in the paper, or wherever we're putting the
For
ads,
John.
for John's position on the planning board, for anyone who wants to volunteer. And we'll interview them in November
Yeah.
or in December. We'll interview them whenever.
I think
anybody,
we interview in November.
November,
And
and
then
then-
we decide in December.
And we give our recommendations to the town board.
Cause they need,
sounds good.
Ellen just pointed out that our meeting overlaps with the town board next month.
Oh, because of election?
Yeah, do we have a?
Yeah, we
schedule here?
usually move to a Tuesday or
Tuesday election day. But
is
you
ele-
can move to Monday, so long as you don't have a big audience. We just have to move a couple of their cardboard posters.
and move it to the Monday before the Wednesday that we usually meet?
Yeah, before the election, Monday before the
Okay.
election.
And that's okay, 2 days before? I know you can't be in here the day before.
That's the day before.
It's just the one.
We had a lot of meetings then, and it was just a matter of,
Where's the calendar? Let me
Put
get
on
my
our
phone.
folder, on my folder.
How about the first Wednesday of November?
That'd be November
first
2nd.
Wednesday, I think it's okay.
First Wednesday, I have the county planning board,
Okay,
so I wouldn't be able to be
Oh.
here.
let me see here.
If we move stuff, if we do public hearings, no. Should be fine. We don't have to hear from county in November, I guess.
Thursday?
They never get us the stuff in time.
I know. I know.
Okay, November. The first Wednesday is the 2nd. The second Wednesday is the 9th. That's election day. I mean, Tuesday's election day. So the town board,
Is the 9th.
why would they not be on the 7th? Why wouldn't the
That's a
town
great
board
question.
meet on Monday, the
But
first Monday of the month?
Because that's before the election.
I don't know what that has to do with the town board.
Let me call.
They do that every year.
Is listed that their meeting is the 9th.
Well, why would they take our
Just
day? They
push
have
us
other
out of the
days they could
Yeah, but I
take.
mean, I don't even know what the reasoning is. Why
Yeah.
can't they have their meeting the
No,
night
the
before
November town
the
board meeting
election?
is on the 9th instead of the 7th,
They're gonna meet on the 9th, and we have to find some
the
other
day after
day.
election day.
But,
Is that what we usually do?
no,
No, they don't usually take a Wednesday, do they?
yes, they do.
They
They
do,
do?
they do it all the time, and I
Oh.
don't know why.
But it's
Okay, thank
because
you.
the town hall is set
Okay,
up for
thank
the election on Monday
Great.
night.
Well,
Yeah,
how
'cause
about,
they can't be in here, but that's because that's the night before the election.
yeah,
So what are they, setting up the,
Because the machines are in here.
Oh, the
they
machines are in
can't-
here.
Yeah, you're not
Oh,
allowed to be
alright.
around them. Because that happened to us where the timing worked out, that our meeting was gonna be the night before, and we had to reschedule.
so Thursday, we could.
Thursday the
Thursday.
10th, that would work for me. Yeah.
I'll have to miss Rotary if I go, which is fine. That's the only thing I have to say, Thursday.
So Thursday, November 10th, we're saying.
Right.
I know this is confusing, I'm retired.
Stop saying you're retired when I know it's not true.
Would you send out an email, just letting the rest of the board members
Yeah.
know?
Right, and let
November
those
10th.
people know that we're here, because they're coming back. Well, they're coming in October.
They'll be in
first.
October,
All right,
and
we can
then
tell
they'll
them
be.
that.
Yeah, do you wanna do a motion during the October meeting, so it's in the minutes?
We have to, yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone here can make that date, so we at least have
Yeah.
a quorum of people.
It's okay for you, Ellen?
Yeah.
I wonder what property that is that he bought next door.
You remember Mighty Z, which one? Oh, that one.
The one with
It's
the-
just it's a chalet.
It's a
It's
chalet?
there's a garage like right on Oliveria Road, and then it's up the mountain a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it from Oliveria.
Wait, just a minute, Thursday is the court.
That's right, Thursday's the court.
Yeah, it was too easy.
Ellen, who would we be without you is my question.
Thank you, Ellen, yeah.
I don't think we would, actually.
And then the next Wednesday is zoning board.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if they're not meeting, we could use that Wednesday. Are they meeting?
Are they,
Well,
do
we
they
would
not,
have to
do they
see.
not meet frequently?
Well,
They
no,
do not
don't.
meet frequently, but we won't know until
Yeah.
10 days before
Until
whether or
10
not they're
days
gonna have a
before.
meeting.
Oh, they don't meet that often, don't even kid yourself.
Well, they
don't.
schedule every month, but it's just they never have
They
anything.
just never have anything in front of them,
Are you talking about the CAC?
No, the
The
zoning
ZBA.
board.
Remind me of
The
that.
ZBA.
Because they're the next week.
When does the CAC meet? What is it, the second Monday?
Second Monday, at 6:30.
Unless we move it to the third Wednesday of the month.
That's CBA.
That's ZBA.
In this case, you could move it to the 4th, because you don't meet
Fourth?
for your workshop
And
until
then
the
we won't
3rd.
have that
That's the day
workshop.
before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
day
we-
before
yeah, we often
Thanksgiving.
cancel that.
You wanna know what? Let's just not do
Let's not have a
planning
meeting.
board stuff in November. I think that's fair. All in favor?
Well, there's the 15th, there's a Tuesday.
All right, how about Monday, the 14th?
Second Monday is CAC.
That's CAC meeting. But
Who
what
are they?
Thursday's
the
court.
third,
Catskill Advisory Commission, that's a new
Oh,
board.
That can't be.
What's wrong with that
the
Tuesday's
third,
tap?
the third Monday might be.
They
What about the
That'd be
third
better.
Tuesday?
The 15th is, I don't see anything wrong with it.
That
Third
works.
Tuesday?
Tuesday is also Sunday.
What Tuesday?
Tuesday's also something?
Seven now, Ellen.
What is
It's sometimes with the court.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
sometimes with
there's
the
traffic
court.
court, there's traffic court
All right,
on
Tuesday.
Tuesday and Thursday?
and criminal court on
Oh.
Thursday.
Yeah. But what about the third Monday?
That's the
That's
day before
CAC.
Thanksgiving.
No.
Oh, the third
No.
Monday, oh, okay.
That's the
CAC
Monday
is the second
before.
Monday.
Third Monday.
All right, there's the 21st,
What's
it's the
21st?
third Monday of November,
Yes.
And that's available.
21st.
unless some other committee wants to use it as well.
Art can't make it, I can see it in his eyes.
I'm already not sure if I can make it.
So it's gonna be the third Monday?
It
Yeah,
looks
the
like it.
21st.
That'll be the third Monday.
Now, why are we talking about election day? We're talking about October.
Well, we're planning ahead, John.
The election is in November.
Well, we're
Yes.
trying to figure out.
No,
what
we're
gonna
talking
do
about
in
November.
November.
All right, we should go home.
So what is it, November?
November 21st.
21st.
It's not Thanksgiving. It's multiple days away from Thanksgiving.
So many.
It's 3 days from before Thanksgiving. Okay, Ed.
Make sure Alan sent you the message.
Yes.
Alan, no, Sam.
Well, if you don't tell him,
Don't put out about that, Ed.
All right, meeting's adjourned.
That's so great.
To the 21st.
Me and my coffee are going. I'm zoning, plus. I'm here. Let's talk about what? Mr. Tinsel is complaining about Brian Williams, yes. that should be done. Now, Brian Ledge, remember this week, rented property